Before we get into the episode, I'd like to apologize if there is a noticeable lack in audio quality. For some reason Christian mumbled while he spoke. At first I thought he didn't check his volume before recording. However, while editing I noticed he spoke clearly several times. And Lucy kept muting and unmuting her headset. Hopefully the way I've edited this episode, it's at an acceptable quality. And come on guys, it takes me on average 3 hours to edit an episode. But it's been 4 hours and I've only edited 8 minutes. Save me a job and speak fucking clearly. Anyways listeners, I hope this episode is good enough quality for you.
Was that the signal?
Yeah, I did a little pop this time.
Yeah, usually do a clap. What the fuck was that?
That was a...
Oh, okay, fair enough then. What have you two been up to today then?
Erotically belly bouncing each other.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought belly bouncing meant eroticness, never mind.
Okay, moving forward. Yeah, Christian, you said that a topic to talk about was talking about adverts.
Yes, our favourite and worst adverts.
Well, go on, you first then.
One that I love taking the mickey out of is the corn advert, and it's the old guy now. Instead of meat and 2 veg, I have corn and 2 veg.
Well, the thing is, it's been years since I've actually sat down and watched TV.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, so, whereas, Christian, when you were saying to me earlier how about we talk about this? I was like, yeah, sound, why not? But, as Lucy can vouch, if you don't watch TV, you don't see fucking adverts. And I've even got ad blocker on me. I've got ad blocker on my laptop, so I don't see stuff on YouTube either.
Me too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. We have nothing to fucking talk about. No.
What fun podcast this was.
No, it's like, I suppose, like, looking back, you can always, like, reference old adverts, like, because there used to be some really bad ones. I'd know.
Beans,
smoke.
Heinz.
Well, if you mention beans, have you seen that advert where a bunch of astronauts are on the moon, you know, about to put the flag down, and this monster just comes out, you know, fucking kills a lot of them, and you got the last astronaut, he's just hiding behind a rock, and then he farts, the monster turns around, and then just like, Heinz beans.
That'd be me, but I think I'd be able to kill the monster with the fart.
Not really, if we're talking, you're on the moon, so...
It'd be a self-inflicted death due to gassing.
Well, that's it, because in your astronaut suits, you know, you'll be smelling your own brands.
I'm gonna call mine 40's flatulent farts.
But yeah, before we continue, I've got my printer going. So, you're watching the sound quality right now, aren't you? Are you noticing like a difference with this printer going off?
Shove your head in it, printer, I'll tell you. Yes, there is a problem now. Yes, strangely enough. I could hear it then.
No, because I'm just wondering, because
I can't hear it.
Oh, well, that's good then. Because the reason why I had to ask is when we done episode 5, you had your printer, like the mask that you've been going on about. You were printing that back then, and you had to sit on the other side of your room, didn't you?
I'm sorry, but why does your printer sound so much more high pitched than my printer?
The only thing I know, like, the difference between your printer and mine is, well, yeah, but I think, well, the fact that you had to send me the files and then I had to edit them so you could print them says that mine's better. So, write that down.
Well,
anyway,
not the printer, the software that the printer can recognise is.
Touché. No, but the thing is, I know when it comes to this printer, this is more for you set it up, and there you go, you're away. Whereas yours, you have to know a little bit about it because you have to put it together, don't you?
No.
Okay then.
A little bit, yeah. You had like 7 screws and you tie something together, and that's about it.
Fair enough. But yeah, before we go back into talking about printers,
yeah.
Lucy, how have you been?
Terrified.
One awkward silence later.
That was really insightful, Lucy. We should talk more about that in the future.
Well, I've been at college and stressing about work, and that's about it.
Now, this shows how bad of a friend I am. Lucy, what's your job? I didn't know you worked.
I didn't know she worked either.
Hang on, what? You still like best mates? How did you not know?
Well, we haven't spoken in a while because of college and work.
So go on then, Lucy. What's this job you've got? If you do want to talk about it on the podcast.
I don't have a job. I've been doing college work.
Oh.
That's what I meant by work.
Oh. Well.
That's why I know she doesn't have a job.
Chris just sat there like, yes, I don't look like a twat. Yeah. Go. What the fuck? Okay, so Cara's just sent a message to the group chat. Hang on. When you die, if you get cremated, your family can put your ashes in a hourglass, and
you can
still
participate in family game night.
Cara, go to bed. I honestly, Cara, I thought you were going to be joining in on this episode.
One giggle and another awkward silence later.
And that silence basically confirms that. Well, thanks for that little yeah, thanks for that,
I'm
Cara.
sure your giggling's going to be in the podcast, so...
Yeah, I am not editing this part out.
Take a dose of chaos. That's what you get.
It's just a dose. Can I have 2 doses? Because, why the fuck not?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. Yeah,
You
she'll
know,
just pop in.
in
10
Practical
minutes later.
Jokers, yeah.
What about them?
For one of their punishments, Mur is now actually like promoting, or well, his face is on it. Sorry, is a self-anal bleaching kit.
Self-bleaching. A self-bleaching anus.
Kit.
Why is it not called changing your ringtone?
Oh. Right, so
Come on,
go
you
to
knew
bed.
that. Nah, you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, well, you should have. So, adverts.
That one where that little girl gives a guy on the moon a telescope so he can perv on her.
I've just realised something. This is probably not the best topic to talk about, because adverts that I could relate to would probably be about, well, they were
1980s.
airing. Not that fucking
We
old.
need you.
During the war. No, seriously, it's like the last time I properly watched TV and seen adverts, and like, put this with the only adverts I can relate to really are 5 years ago. So,
Oh my god, you're old.
no, it's not the fact that I'm old, I just don't watch TV.
Old.
To be honest, I know that, shut up. I know when it comes to going on my phone,
What, you knock your
this-
brick.
Shut up. When I go on my phone and obviously adverts pop up, I know that like TikTok adverts pop up, and that song, what is it, the what are you giggling at?
I had giggles as well, and I had something in my muted because I'm talking to somebody else.
What are you giggling at?
Is all your TikToks in black
You
and
just
white?
you? Oh yeah, TikTok fucking advert.
It's just you,
Yeah.
just you talking about TikTok as a fucking casual thing.
That song.
Hey.
You mean the one that Christian's been singing wrong the entire night?
Yes, that one.
There once was a ship of a belly of tea and something.
No, there once was a ship that went
Yeah, 'cause-
to sea. The name of the ship was a belly of tea.
Yeah, because I honestly thought when Christian first suggested about talking about adverts, I thought he was looking for an excuse to sing that during the podcast.
No. I can
Oh,
sing it
okay.
normally, let alone in a podcast. Lucy knows what my music is, and it's just one album.
The music's shit, Christian.
No, it's not. AJR are a very good
Christian, to be
artists.
fair,
Yeah,
we
it's
did
alright when
have.
all that's all you listen to. It's AJR
Yeah, we did.
on repeat.
I think it was-
Yeah, but the new album, OK Orchestra's fucking banging.
Yeah, but I think it was like episode 6 where we had a lengthy conversation where you listen to a certain album and then you buy the exact same album with 2 more songs on it.
3. Thank you very much.
My mistake, 3.
Yeah.
And as I quote what I said then, 12 more minutes I haven't heard of, or words to that effect.
Excuse me, the Click and the Click Deluxe editions are just needed.
Because you can't feel it as much.
Anyway, on to more important things.
Oh, yeah,
I combed my hair today.
How much hair came out?
Oh, ha 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 ha! I've got a full head of hair, mate.
Well, he does now, he's combed it over.
Hang on, wait one sec. I need to give the cat medicine. Talk amongst yourselves. If I have to edit this part out, then so be it, so, for fuck's sake, actually talk. Won't be long.
He smells.
He really does, doesn't he?
Screw these guys and their 5 minutes of silence. To clarify, moments before Stephen came back, Christian mumbled something which made Cara say this.
I actually have an Uncle Brett, and he, when he was born, he had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, so he's a bit retarded now.
Okay, so I rejoined the conversation for a long time.
So he was a baby bungee cord.
You know what? I'm curious to know what the fuck you are chatting about, but I'm sure when I'm editing this, I'll find out. So
Let's just
I'll
say
leave it
you've
a bit of
got to
surprise
delete
for
a
me.
bit.
You liar.
A bit. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
until you got back. Quiet. We need to give him a timestamp. 3 seconds silence for Prince Phillips, please. Thank you.
Get the fuck.
And there we go. That's the timestamp sorted.
Hmm.
Stephen,
I left it longer because I'm going to say, be right back, I need to wash.
she needs to wash. Or what are you washing?
Yeah.
Dear?
Well, what do you expect if I'm going in the shower and they say I need a wash? I'm not going to wash my fucking cat, am I?
I don't know. It could be very erotic.
So hang on a minute. So whereas I disappeared for no more than a few minutes to give the cat medicine, you're gonna disappear for like about half an hour.
Hey, I'm not you.
No. If you were like me, you'll disappear for about 6 hours.
I'm just going
But-
for my shower. Stephen, 3 hours later, are you coming back on the game? No reply from Stephen. Late morning after. Sorry, I went to.
No, I've never said that. I've
No,
never
but
said
it was
that.
on those lines. It was along those lines. You were
How
on
is
the
it along
shower.
those
We
lines?
were supposed to play Outriders after. I sent you a message like an hour or so after. You never saw it until the morning after.
No, when you go
Oh.
for a shower and then afterwards you just sit there, you load up YouTube and you just relax.
Christian and Cara made rude comments, blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
I just find it very relaxing to just sit there once you just had a shower, you're feeling very clean.
Christian continued making rude comments.
I'm gonna basically edit up the entire fucking thing if you're gonna keep talking like that.
See what I mean?
But no, I'll be right back.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Banana bread, yes or no?
Yes.
All you have to do is say bread and Cara will come running. She loves the stuff. Told you, with your birthday coming up and you were like asking if we were going to turn up, all you got to do is get a loaf of bread and Cara will be made up. Forget about a birthday cake, just have a birthday loaf and she'll be happy.
I'm sorry, but why can I just imagine she'd be like a cat, just start shaking a loaf of bread, she just bolts into the kitchen like, I smell bread.
I wouldn't be surprised if she has done that.
BM Musk is looking good.
Oh, that's right, yeah, you were asking Lucy to paint it for you and she was like, nah fam, you do it. It's the only way you're going to learn. And you've actually been doing it.
Yes.
And what have I been doing, you ask? Well, I'm glad to tell you.
Cool
Because
story,
my desk... I'm going to smack you, I swear.
Ha, if only Stephen knew how much fun he'd have editing this. Shame there isn't a way to make this voice sound sarcastic.
So with my desk, the way I've set it up, the cat can get
Small
through to the
stuff.
wires. How is it small? I measured this desk and you measured yours, and it worked out that mine was bigger than yours. So I don't know what
I
fuck
didn't
you're
measure
chatting.
it. I could hardly call that a measurement.
Lucy kept muting and unmuting her headset, which kept causing audio issues.
So you're gonna have to say that again, Lucy, because something was going on with your audio.
I said he said that it was 60 centimeters, not 60 centimeters.
Yeah, that would be
I
laughable.
said that I was going to measure it today, didn't I?
To clarify, Lucy is muting her headset because she is talking to someone in the room with her.
I'm talking about his desk, not his dick, his desk. Yeah, and
It'd be impressive to have a 60 centimetre penis.
I'm not being funny, but if you had a cock that was that big,
I'd
if
see
you
a
got an
doctor.
erection, you'd fucking collapse. All the blood flow going into your dick, you'd just fucking fall over.
There's a guy in India which has like a dick where he can't use it because it's that big. And it's bound up.
he
it's
has like
half.
special trousers made.
Yeah.
Like he's got like 3-legged trousers, one for like
I'm not
his
fucking
penis and two
surprised he
for
might
his
as well
legs.
have 3 legs. The only thing he's missing is a foot on the end. So what's with the pole between your legs? That's not a pole. And he means it. He fucking means it.
Another audio issue caused by Lucy muting and unmuting her headset. I know, much professionalism, such wow.
I will have to quickly say this, Lucy. If you want to talk and that what are you muting the mic for? Because
I'm
when you... Go
talking
on.
to somebody else at the same time.
Right, okay, fair enough. Because the reason why I had to ask is when you unmute and you start talking immediately after, the audio seems to mess up a bit. So there might be a few times I might have to ask you to repeat yourself.
Alright, I'll like unmute and leave it a second and then I'll speak.
Okay, no problem.
Check your
Okay.
phone, Stephen.
Oh, hang on. What have you sent me? Oh. Okay. So, that fella you were talking about, you decided to show me a picture. Look at that shitty grin on his face.
He knows he's the king. I'm sorry, but you'd know if that hit you on your head.
Yeah, you would.
Just in bed with the lady, just dosh, knocks out the poor last cold.
But yeah, so what I was trying to say before was with my desk, the way it's set up, the cats can get to the wires. And what I used to have was like a cardboard box that was in the way. And Freya would get into the box and she just kept on scratching. She was doing like a Shawshank Redemption. But now what I've been doing, like that's why I've got my printer going now. I'm actually making like runners to fit to my desk so I can have sliding doors.
Yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, so even tomorrow I'm going to go to B&Q and make some wood, get some wood so I can make wooden doors and that, and it's going to look pretty cool. Just taking a bit of time to build is all.
If you think it'll take a long time to build them, you'd be right. The frames are being printed with a 3D printer. They are almost finished. That's how long it's taking me to edit this. Thank you, Christian.
One interesting thing which would be a good little...
Hang on.
Yet again, Lucy speaks and it isn't clear due to her muting and unmuting her headset. To clarify, she asked how can you fit your legs under a desk if you fit sliding doors to it?
No, I'll show you a picture when it's on. It'll make a lot more sense when I show you a picture. I'll have space for my legs and all that.
Okay.
Because you remember, the desk is an L shape, so it's only one part is going to be walled off, essentially.
Okay.
But Stephen, how is the Xbox... Which one is it? Have you got Xbox X, is it?
Yes.
How is that different to an Xbox One S?
Well, for starters, the size. But I believe the main difference between the two is the X version is more for someone who's going to spend a lot of time on the console, whereas the S version is more for a casual gamer who's not going to spend as much time, because the X version has a bigger memory, it's more powerful, and also you've got a disc tray with it. So someone like yourself would, if someone like yourself wanted to get the next gen console, you would want to get the X version. You could get the S, but yeah. And why you keep saying me? We know we're talking about you.
Me.
Christian, everybody, he's here all week.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm here for an hour. Because that's all they can listen to. Hey.
Well,
unless they
yeah, I
listen to
suppose
this
so.
1 hour constantly for a week. God, that'd be torture.
You don't even know the half of it, mate. Try editing it with your bitch ass whispering.
But what was it? It's like, obviously, we're not doing this for the views. We're not doing this for subscribers or anything like that. Doing it because why the fuck not? And we have noticed that there are some people who watch like part of an episode and then they just don't watch the rest. If it's not that if they don't want to watch it, then that's fine. That's their choice. But then what I do get confused is where you have someone who doesn't bother with part 1 of an episode. They go straight to part 2, listen to that, and then they don't bother with the rest. And it's just like, so you gave a part a go, but you didn't watch the first part. Like, surely with part 2, but whatever.
People
It doesn't
work in
matter anyway.
funny ways.
Yeah, but as I said, we don't do this for views or subscribers. We do this because why the hell not? We want to do it. But yeah.
Gone.
Oh, fair enough then. Yeah, it's just like, I didn't want to be rude or anything. It's just one of them, like, how the sound quality, I would have to ask you to repeat yourself a few times is all.
And every time you're mute, it clicks.
Yeah, that would be an issue.
There were 2 of them in fucking chat, and I didn't want to
Be
tell them
rude.
to fuck off. So.
I'd have told them to fuck off.
Turns out Lucy and Christian were playing Minecraft while recording.
By the way, just so while we're on this, I'm nearly at 500 heaven.
You what? Wait, you're on Minecraft?
Yeah, I've been on Minecraft since we started.
Oh.
I've noticed that I'm the only one who does this. Like, if Cara is here during us, she might be watching something, she might be playing something. Same with Panj, and same with Yus. Me, I will sit here and give you all my attention. I don't feel like I'm being appreciated.
Actually, the last
this is the most
episode,
attention that you're going to get out of me is when I'm actually.
Yeah,
talking
true.
about
the last episode we did, I actually gave you. Actually, did I give you full attention?
Majority of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember last time I was in an episode. No, I can't tell you.
You were in episode 6, and this is episode 8.
Yeah, okay.
Get sweated on. We missed you out for an episode.
Yeah. No, but to be fair, what it's been like is to sort out episode 6. I was busy, so that's why we didn't do that for a while. Episode 7, we thought, well, everyone's busy. Fuck it, we'll just do an episode with me and Christian. And then with this
My
one,
favourite episode.
and then you've got this one where Christian was busy up until now. So we get them done when we can. But if we
tried to do
can't,
them
then we can't.
weekly.
Yeah, because I mean, won't lie, I wanted to try and get them out as soon as we could. But I think just leaving it to like once a week is probably ideal. You know what I mean? I mean, if we can get like 2 done in a single week, that's obviously good. But it's one of them if we're both free. Because as I said, I'm building this thing here, and then tomorrow I'm going to B&Q. And then of course, before when I disappeared and I was chatting to my mum, another reason why I'm going to B&Q is the well in the back garden. That's well, pretty much weathered, so needs replacing. So I'm going to be
Well.
building a new one. Yeah, we got a well.
Well.
Anyway, yeah, we have got a well, and we are going. Well, me, but what I'm going to do is make my own one. And I was just chatting to my mum like how she wants it and that. So she was even going on saying that if I get it done right, upload it to Facebook. I might even have people saying, "Can I buy one off you?" And I'll be like, "It depends. Can I be asked?" Because that's the real question, really. I build stuff for the challenge, and if someone's asking me to build stuff for money, then that's not really a good motivator for me. Not really too fussed about money. But yeah, you know how you were saying before about
No.
you mentioned how you wanted to talk about adverts and that. Can you, Christian, or actually any of yous really, can you remember what adverts were like when you were kids?
Yes, they were amazing.
Yeah, because here's the thing. The adverts when I was a kid, what surprised me is they were not for kids. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
There was one advert that happened recently where you had, I think it was Asda or something. Might have been Tesco, but it was like a Christmas advert, and there was a dragon, and a lot of kids were being scared by this dragon. It was a cartoony dragon, like all like innocent looking, but a lot of kids thought it was scary, and there was a huge amount of complaints about it. And I was like, okay, what's the deal? Let's have a look at this thing. And I was like, what? Is that what kids are getting scared of? And going back to when I was a kid, there were terrifying adverts back then. There was one advert advertising some kind of alcohol, and basically what the story is, you've got this kid who's lost in the woods during winter, and Jack Frost is after him, and then Jack Frost turns him into a puppet, and the whole thing's in black and white and all that. That was terrifying. I saw that at the age of maybe 6, maybe younger. I was alright. And you got these kids nowadays being like, oh no, fucking dragon!
One thing I liked about stuff for toys, back then, the toys were actually good, hardy toys, something you could actually mess with and play with, put together yourself. And now it's just like, oh, here's a mouldy piece of plastic, have fun.
To be fair, I can't really relate to that much because I stopped getting toys like that when I was 5, because that's when I discovered the PlayStation. As soon as I discovered that, it was that's all I had my attention on. Even at the age of maybe 8, my mum would get me
console was a Wii.
Honestly, there are so many games on the original PlayStation that you did not play, which I reckon you would have loved.
I loved Spyro, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Original Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, the fact that they've been remade shows how good they were on the original console. I say original console, original PlayStation console. But you even had Dino Crisis. I've already talked to you about this.
Have you?
But it's... Sorry, what? Prick. I've already talked to you... Moving forwards.
Backwards.
Yeah. Christian, shut up. Yeah, so Dino Crisis, that if you've ever played the original Resident Evil games, the tank controls and that, Dino Crisis was like that. It just, instead of zombies, it was dinosaurs. Fantastic game. And do you know what? I might as well say this for the podcast. Dino Crisis 2, Capcom made it, right? And at the age of 5, I got to a certain point and I couldn't complete it. So I came up with this story in my head. Now, quickly to explain, it looks like you've gone back in time. You know, obviously there's dinosaurs, so involving like a cutscene at the beginning saying that there's a time machine, big explosion, whatever, and then there's just a forest where the time machine was. So me as a kid was, oh, okay, so what's happened is the time machine has gone back to where the dinosaur age, prehistoric or whatever, and you know, these dinosaurs or whatever was in that area has come to the present, and you're going back in time to save the scientists. That was the theory that I had, since I never completed the game. I just strung together that story. Turns out what the actual story is, whereas the forest comes into the present, turns out the past and the present become one. And since the dinosaurs in modern day are fucking things up, the company think, let's send all the dinosaurs 3 million years into the future. Who tells you this? Your character as an old man as a hologram. But then 5 minutes later your character dies. How is it a 5-year-old came up with... Don't get me wrong, I know my version of the story was bad, but how is it a 5-year-old came up with a better story than a whole team at Capcom?
And yet, another awkward silence later.
Well, I was expecting more of a reaction than that, so fuck you.
Whoa, really? That was actually really good, that, Stephen. I can't believe you actually pulled together your own ending.
I'm so going to edit that so it makes it sound like that was your legit reaction.
No. No.
Yeah?
No.
I have the power, fucker.
With great power comes responsibility. And also laziness.
And I would also leave this bit in just to clarify that it's not a legit reaction. Well, I'll be editing out those yawns because it makes it sound boring.
But you are boring.
So's your
I've been
face.
putting up with Christian all day.
Excuse me, you haven't put up with me. You've had fun. You had chocolate angel delight.
Tastes
Ooh, he's
like
quite the
cake batter.
charmer, isn't he? Ew.
What, you've never sat and eaten cake batter before, Stephen?
No, I have not.
You sad individual.
How am I sad? I just don't like eating foods. It's why I'm so skinny.
You're missing out, lad. You're missing out.
Oh, I know I'm not. No, I'm not missing out. I personally think that eating is a chore. Like, we're talking, I can be sit there building whatever, playing whatever, watching whatever, and I'm just like, shit, I haven't eaten today until 11 o'clock. I really should eat, but I can't be asked.
You've got to keep your hydration up if you're playing.
Well, I've got drinks and that.
You didn't get it.
No, I didn't. Well, go on then, clarify. What the fuck do you mean?
When you're playing, Stephen, you need to be hydrated.
Repeating yourself isn't clarifying it.
Christian had to get off the headset for a minute. And no, he didn't explain his shitty joke. Whatever he was chatting will remain a mystery.
Christian, let us know when you're back.
I'm front.
Oh, fair
Are you
enough.
going downstairs?
No.
Should we keep going?
Yes.
Christian, speak the fuck up. Those last 4 words took 10 minutes to edit, you fucker.
Okay, what time are we on?
It is 12:05.
12:05. Yeah, and I reckon that about 6 minutes of that's going to have to be removed.
If only you knew. Silly, bearded bastard.
Anyways, so...
Stephen, the actual time is 12:05, you idiot.
I wasn't looking at the clock, you cunt. Okay, what time are we on for the... How long have we been recording now?
35 minutes, you know.
35 minutes. Okay, so probably have to cut so much of that out. Anyway, moving forward.
Oh, Stephen.
Shut up.
Simple-minded fellow.
How am I simple-minded if I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying?
Because you know what? I wasn't even looking at clock and I knew what it said.
Do you know what? In all fairness, I should have clicked on, because he's done that joke every single goddamn time I've asked.
Yeah, every time you fall for it, Stephen.
Not every time, no. We're talking this is the first time I've actually fallen for it. There's literally 7 episodes of podcasts to prove me on that. Prove my point on that.
I feel sorry for your brain.
Oh, hello,
my
Cara.
God. Cara, I got Stephen.
Yeah, Christian thought he was being oh so clever when I said, what time are we on? And he actually said the time rather than telling me how long he's been recording.
Yeah, but
and I believed
realise.
him. Yeah, I believe he's been doing this every single episode, and for the first time I actually believed him, and now he won't shut up about it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, Christian, you might say that you feel sorry for my brain, but simple things impress simple minds. And the fact is this has amused you, then it says a lot about you, don't it?
And that my own brain can create things to amuse myself.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Eat ass, Stephen, eat ass.
OMG, I swear when Christian does his sound checks, he shoves the microphone in his gob, then while he's recording, he sits on the other side of the room. Fucking speak up, fucker.
Why would I want to eat ass?
I don't know. Steak?
Steak? I suppose so.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Your face.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Right, that's enough because we'll get copyrighted.
Would you really get copyrighted for saying the name of a character?
No, but I did kind of sing the jingle.
Well, no offence, but if that's what singing is, don't go on the X Factor.
Stephen, you've got a face for radio. Oh wait, you're a podcast, so basically you're already there.
If it wasn't clear enough, Christian made a joke. He said Stephen has a face for radio, then said, a face for the podcast. Ha ha ha, funny joke. Would have been funnier if I didn't have to explain it.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that. That's why I'm still single.
Nobody wants to mingle.
Single and free to mingle. Hello, ladies.
Ladies, please get a restraining order as fast as you can.
Get the fuck. I'm not that bad. Anyway, we're not talking about my dating experience. Moving on, talk about something else.
Experience?
I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God, I'm gonna smack.
More than you, Christian.
Oh shit! Oh.
Oh, sorry, but that was such an old man laugh.
I don't give a shit, mate. You just got fucking owned.
My brain went somewhere dark then, but I can't really say. It could offend people.
Oh fucking hell!
Car, you're just mean.
If you're gonna dish it out, you're gonna have to take it.
Preach it, sister.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
My brain still wants to say something, but I can't.
Go on, say it. If it's bad, then I'll exit it out.
No, I can't. My mother's in the room.
Oh well, fair enough then.
I'll say it when she's gone.
Before Christian says this joke, let it be known he doesn't have any ill intentions. This is just a dark joke, and Kara's way of dealing with bad experiences is with humour.
Fair enough, but give me a warning first, so I can. Because if it is
Right,
bad, then
you
I'll
ready?
just put. Yeah, go on.
We still have got a dad.
How old is he? Probably not much longer.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. With his health problems recently, that's a possibility.
Wow, this conversation got dark very quick.
Like how I like my men.
To be fair though, Christian, with Cara, and obviously her dad's been deceased for some time now, she's the one who makes the jokes about it. It's her way of dealing with it, so I'm surprised you thought that would...
Well, no, I knew it would offend Cara, but I knew it would offend somebody who listened to it.
That is a fair point. Yeah, in that case...
16 years to be precise, Stephen. 17 this year.
17? Oh, wow.
17 years this year. The joy.
Fair enough.
Making my way
Childhood
down.
trauma.
I'm a pigeon.
Christian, what was that?
Nothing, dear.
It was Jacksepticeye making my way downtown, going fast, going seagull, go fuck yourself.
I won't lie, it's been ages since I've watched Jacksepticeye.
Top of the morning to you.
Now I tell you, a YouTuber you should give a go.
That's nice.
Like, shut up. I mentioned this in the first episode. There's a YouTuber that I watch called Curry Kenshin. Now, for some reason, he doesn't upload as the typical Let's Player. But what makes his videos funny is the way he edits them. And yeah, it's definitely worth giving a go. Like, yeah, Cara, like, I linked you a playlist of him playing Little Nightmares 2.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, so What was I going to say? Yeah. So I watched him play part 1, and I watched him play part 2 like a week later, and I patiently waited for him to upload all parts, and as soon as he done that, playlist was made, and I sent it to Cara, and she just went, "I'm not watching it. I don't want any spoilers." I'm like, "You ungrateful cow." But yeah, he does edit his stuff fairly well, so I reckon that if you do want to get into another YouTuber and that, watch his stuff. I don't know why he doesn't upload often. There's like personal reasons or whatever. But it's like even with what was it? Every so often he does like spooky, scary Sundays. Not always on Sundays, but he like watches like horror clips and that. And again, the way he edits them are fucking hilarious. Definitely worth giving it a go.
Stephen,
Yes.
I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
You can almost hear Stephen's disappointment in his silence.
Well then, I think it's safe to say that anyone listening, no one expected him to say that.
Then Christian made an inappropriate joke. Prick.
Timestamp that for removal.
We love you really, Stephen. Small doses. But
Yeah,
we're
funny
okay.
way of showing it.
Due to Christian's audio messing up, because he won't stop fucking whispering, Stephen misheard him, and thought he said Pange was Stephen's brother.
Oh, I thought you said she didn't just fail you, she failed Pange. I was like, we're not blood related.
No, but
I mean, yeah, it's like, no, we are like, my dad dated his mum for a long time.
No.
8 years to be, yeah. Yeah, so, obviously I'm going to have to edit a bunch of that out, but to just quickly clarify things, because obviously the topic's changed. Yes, how I met Pange was, my dad was dating his mum for 8 years. And, yeah, so me and Pange, no, we're not blood related. So, yeah. Well, it's considering Christian. Hang on, why is Lucy crying?
I'm not.
Then what's
Trying
it
to-
Because Christian's got short-term memory loss.
Why what?
You sharing that fucking video that I shared earlier.
Oh.
What video's that?
Pubs in America compared
Pubs
to
in
Britain.
America versus UK.
Oh, right.
You know, it's just like a sweet meeting. You and Pange. But mine and Lucy's is better.
Well, to be fair, considering me and Pange, when maybe Pange can remember, but I don't remember what it was like the first time meeting Pange because it was a long time ago.
I don't think me and Lucy could forget. We
Go on,
used
and how's the
very
Bruce Juniors?
illiterate language. We used our body language. And we used very extensive words. We were walking in the corridor past each other. We locked gazes. And what did we say, Lucy?
Wow.
And we
I
did
don't know
that
what's more
for
impressive.
about a month.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact is you did that in sync, or the fact is that was your legit reaction.
Thing is, we did it for like a month and didn't speak to each other. Like
Really?
the only communication was just And then we went on DJ Dave's coach and magic flew.
The magic happened.
She had a panic attack and we agreed to go to the gym and we never have.
Be honest though, when it comes to going to the gym, did you actually pay for a membership?
No.
No.
Yeah, good thing you didn't, because I won't lie, it's one of them, like, if you pay for a membership, but for whatever reason don't go, it's going to be confidence shattering when you realise that you're paying for a membership you're not, well, taking advantage of.
You touch my talala.
No, I do
My
not.
ding ding dong.
Keep your ding ding dong away from me.
You can't fight with Stephen.
There's nothing to fight because it ain't happening.
Sure. You think that.
No, I know that, mate. Oh, here's a funny story, right?
Sorry,
You
what?
see what's Christian's address? I want to fucking send a bomb to his, yeah. Anyway, I was talking to my brother earlier. Apparently, he had quite a bit of road rage. Some fella was swearing at him, you know, fucking giving him the bird and that. And yeah, he just rolled down his window, and he just like, "What's the problem, mate?" And it was like, apparently Michael cut him off when he didn't. And the fellow was swearing, saying in his own words that, "I'll fucking batter you." And my brother just looks at him and just goes, "Go on then." So we're talking a 6'5" guy just fucking challenging this guy, and he fucks off, doesn't he? and I just think it's hilarious how you have this fella who's squaring up to me brother, thinking because he's gay, he's going to back down. But then Michael just goes,
What, did the guy
"What's
just have
that?"
like a gay sense, like he's gay?
If you met Michael, you'll know.
I haven't even met him. I've just heard him. You don't need to have a sense.
Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to some people,
Oh, nice.
you just can't. When it comes to some people, you just kind of know by the way they walk, by the way they talk, or the way they dress. It's like, to say it how it is. It's not. I'm not saying stereotyping, but
He's
even Michael
fabulous.
has admitted this. When it comes to the stereotype, he actually enjoys being that stereotype because he's proud of who he is. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. Let's face it. You should be proud of who you are.
Same beauty
So-
in this village.
So anyway, the point is, this fella squaring up to my brother, and my brother's like, "Go on then," and the fella fucks off. I just think that's hilarious.
You should not tell a lie.
Christian, you're going to have to stop saying that.
Just comes out randomly.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. You've
I
been
think it's,
saying
I
it for the
think it's
past
my
month.
subconscious. I've got a
Your
very
subconscious.
naughty subconscious.
So basically, your subconscious wants someone to touch your pee-pee. That's basically it. Holy little
Apparently
bastard.
so.
That's desperate.
So yeah, considering how, Christian, you want to talk about adverts, there's not a lot of talk about adverts, is there?
There really isn't, no.
No, there isn't. So
I
go
was
on,
going to say
Karis.
an advert, but
Go on.
Christian won't know it. He's too young.
I'm
No,
not-
that's fine, because I can relate then. At least we can have a conversation.
That Reebok advert, Belly's going to get you.
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah, actually, that Karis made a point there. I don't know when it was, but we were going back and looking at old adverts a while ago, and one of them was literally a giant bouncing. It was a bouncing ball with a belly button. That's what it was. It was a giant belly chasing after people. And Cara, what was the advertising again?
Trainers.
Mm-hmm. Some of the shit is fucking weird. I think the worst ones are the car adverts, where it's just like, oh, actually, no, not the car adverts.
The speeding
shit.
ones. And they
No,
reverse
no.
the fucking body.
Oh my god, I remember that one! They had some guy sat there like a pretzel and he's slowly becoming undone. I remember that. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, and no, it wasn't a fella, it was a little girl, wasn't it? If you drive...
Yeah, there was multiple ones, but
Yeah,
each
yeah,
one
it
was...
There's some little boy in that. He
Because-
got like run over and like all mangled up, and then next day he just skull and he's like crutches and stuff.
Because, well,
That's
one
what I
I'm-
can remember.
the one I'm referring to is you got this girl who's basically lying there as a pretzel, and in slow motion her bones are like adjusting themselves, you know, going in reverse and all that, and you hear the girl's voice speaking over the visual, saying that if you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there is an 80% chance I will die. If you hit me at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll live. So yeah,
Do 35 and get both.
I don't think it works like that.
There's another one with that school, with the school wall and the car crashing into it and smushing all these children.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, the speed awareness
I
advert,
don't think
bloody
I've
hell.
seen that one.
They didn't show you the car like killing
So,
the kid,
yeah.
but it was
Depressing
impressive.
scene where this kid, it starts off where this kid's playing with a car toy, then it turns into a real car, like pans off, so it shows the guy driving the car, then this car tumbles, show it hit running all over the kid, and then it just ends with this kid letting go of the car, like laying down dead, and it's like, oh, that's so adorable.
Holy shit, Christian actually spoke clearly. Didn't need to throw this bit in, but I wanted to make a point as to how much he's mumbled this episode. Anyways, back to it.
No, well, I do have to mention though, when I was talking about like weird adverts and that, like when I was referring to the car ones or what was it called? Like you get like sprays or whatever where, you know, perfume, but you know what's it called? Perfume, but for men. What's it called?
Odor.
Eau de la creme, whatever. The point is, you get all of these like nice smelling things or whatever the fucking calls, and for some reason, those advertising it think, how should we advertise it? I know, we'll have this person running away from a killer, hiding in the woods, and then they just somehow get away, and then they'll say eau de la creme, and it's just showing the bottle, and it's just like, how is that in any way related? And the thing is, car adverts are the same, where you have someone just like posing for like, you know, a photo shoot, and they walk off, and the last second, like the last 2 seconds of the, I don't know, 15-second advert, they're getting into a car and driving off, and it's advertising the car. And it's just like, I thought it was advertising the film or something. Like, how was that advert relevant to what it was advertising?
Well, I thought it was interesting. Another awkward silence later.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thanks for that fucking silence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just there's I love seeing like crazy Chinese adverts for weird things.
Yeah.
And there was this really racist one where it's a washing detergent.
Mm-hmm.
This woman's putting a wash on, and this black guy who was doing some painting in the next room.
Before you continue, Lucy, we can hear you breathing down the headset.
Sorry.
This black guy comes in who was doing some painting in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
So what she does is drags him, chucks in the washing machine, pours the thing in, puts it on. She sat on top of the washing machine, and he comes out
Chinese. White Chinese guy comes out of the washing machine like she's washed
I
away.
remember that one. It was dog, wasn't it? It's that dog's detergent.
When was that aired?
Ages ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
Because that is very fucking racist.
I think I
Yeah.
can find it in a minute.
I have put one in chat that I think you'll find funny, Stephen.
Right, okay, 1 sec.
It's called a Japanese ab training machine, and it's where a bunch of people are like, oh no, I've fallen over the curb backwards, and they'll land on a fitness machine and do a crunch. Oh no, this guy's stealing this woman's purse. The purse breaks, they both fall over backwards, and suddenly they're on an ab machine doing a crunch.
Right, hang on a minute. It's only a minute long, so just give me a sec. The fuck? What? What kind of... Hang on, it's still going. Yep. Why did I not see that coming? Oh, and there we go. Does it again while skating. I'm done. You know what? I know there's 15 seconds left, but you know what? I've seen enough. Wow. So, if I'm getting that right, their way of advertising is, well, get your attention. You know what? Gotta give them credit. It get your attention. You know what I mean? But there was one advert that I seen advertising bananas.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got this Asian fella who, for some reason, he's got bananas sticking out of his ears, and this girl's hungry. So what does he do? He throws some bananas at her, and she thanks him, and then he starts flying away with bananas. What the fuck was that? Yeah,
I had your ex advert as well. They're balloon animals.
I don't remember that. I can tell a lie. I think I do. How old's that?
I like that bit where that's guy
I've
in
put
the shower.
the dog's one racist one in the chat.
Right, this is the one where the fella goes in, comes out Asian.
Yeah.
But I like that advert where it's like the guy in the shower and it's like, ladies, look at your man, look at me, look at your man, look at me, he's not me. It's like, I know.
Yeah, for those listening, the YouTube video is literally called Racism in a Chinese Laundry Detergent Advertisements. Yeah, she's literally just throwing this black fella into
A dishwasher.
Yeah.
Not a dishwasher, a washing machine.
He's fucking screaming. Wow.
Goes out Asian. Brown chicken, brown cow.
cheeky bitch smirking as if to say that, yeah, this is fine, this won't get any hassle on the internet.
I like Kara's just sharing link after link after link after link now.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'd rather not
Cara,
have this.
The last one's the balloon animals, and
Right,
the
okay,
one
this is
before
the last. This is
and
the
the
last one
before
because
that is
look.
a banned Australian advert.
I do have to say, guys, I'm at college in the morning, and it's the recording's almost at an hour.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're going to have to do a lot of cuts. Is there anything we can keep going, or would you rather it just end now?
Shorter episode for once.
We'll tell you what, because you're busy tomorrow, it will have to be a shorter episode. There's not a lot gone on in this episode, but unfortunately, times are tough. You know, you're busy, you can't help it.
Hashtag Rona.
Right, so do you want to do your outro then?
Wait, I have an outro?
Well, you end up saying some random bollocks and then you cut it to an end, don't you?
That is true.
Oh, balls to it. Christian, just hit the end button. I think they got the message.
Nah, I've got one now. If your finger turns into a pickle, make sure to use ketchup.
Shut up.
So we come to the end of the episode. Normally Christian makes the intros and outros, but after spending literally hours editing, mainly due to his mumbling, he's not getting a say as to what goes into this episode. The way it was edited was a one-off. Hopefully you liked it, but due to the time it took, I'm afraid it took too long to be a regular thing. Hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next episode.